When was your gut feeling actually right? I had a weird feeling about my daughter's new best friend's mother from the moment we met. Something about her smile that didn't reach her eyes, the way she insisted on hosting all the play dates at her house, never letting her daughter Emma come to ours. My 9-year-old Lily was absolutely obsessed with Emma and this woman, Mrs. Parker, who apparently made the best cookies and had the coolest craft supplies. At first, I thought I was just jealous of this seemingly perfect Pinterest mom, but something felt off in how she'd text me last-minute cancellations when I suggested hosting, or how she'd sometimes keep Lily hours later, then arranged claiming the girls were having so much fun I couldn't bear to separate them, despite our family dinner plans. The other parents thought Mrs. Parker was amazing. She volunteered for every school function, brought homemade treats to PTA meetings, and was always offering to babysit. You're so lucky Lily found Emma. Another mom told me, Diane Parker is practically a saint taking in all those kids. I tried to ignore my unease, telling myself I was being ridiculous. Things escalated when Mrs. Parker started a girls' adventure club, inviting 6 girls including Lily for Saturday activities. She'd pick them up early and return them exhausted and happy. I noticed Lily becoming increasingly secretive about these outings. We're not supposed to tell it's club rules, she'd say when I asked for details. One Thursday, Lily came home with a brand new backpack. Mrs. Parker gave it to me, she explained, for our overnight camping trip this weekend. This was the first I'd heard of any overnight trip. I immediately texted Mrs. Parker, who responded, "Oh, I thought Lily told you. We're taking the girls camping at Willow Lake." The permission slip is probably still in her folder. There was indeed a permission slip, but something about it seemed off. The location was vague, Willow Lake area, and the emergency contact was only Mrs. Parker's cell phone, which often went out of service. I decided to do something I'd never done before. I went through my daughter's diary feeling terrible, but increasingly concerned. What I found chilled me. Lily had written about previous camping trips that weren't at parks at all, but at Mrs. Parker's brother's house, where the girls would practice being grown-ups by trying on makeup and special clothes and taking photos for a modeling portfolio Mrs. Parker told them would make them famous one day. I called my friend Kate, who works for Child Protective Services, without making accusations, just asking for advice. "Trust your gut," she said. "This has multiple red flags. I'd like to make some inquiries." I kept Lily home that weekend, claiming a sudden stomach bug. Mrs. Parker called, repeatedly sounding increasingly agitated about Lily missing the trip. Monday morning, Kate called me. "Don't send Lily to school today." Her voice was tight. "Mrs. Parker's brother is a registered sex offender who's not supposed to have contact with minors. We're working with police to interview the girls." I felt sick with the realization of what might have happened. The investigation revealed Mrs. Parker had been allowing her brother access to the girls for months, taking photos that he sold online. Nothing physically abusive had occurred yet, but the intent was clear. They were grooming these children, systematically isolating them from parents who asked too many questions. 4 of the 6 girls, including Lily, had been to the brother's house multiple times. The modeling sessions were getting progressively more inappropriate, with the girls being told they needed to be comfortable with their bodies to be successful. Mrs. Parker was arrested, along with her brother. Lily started therapy and gradually shared more details about how Mrs. Parker would get angry if the girls told their parents certain things, how she'd tell Lily I didn't really want her around. That's why I tried to limit playdates. The psychological manipulation was sophisticated and deliberate. I still struggle with guilt for not acting sooner, for doubting myself when every instinct told me something was wrong. The most important lesson I've learned is that politeness and the fear of seeming paranoid should never override that voice inside you that says something isn't right. I'll never ignore that gut feeling again, no matter how perfect someone appears on the surface.